Hello and welcome to the Healing Codes podcast. I'm Julie Williams, your host, sending you weekly healing activations and inspirations for health and well-being. In today's episode, I'll guide you to understand how physical and emotional pain is a valuable source of wisdom when we learn how to listen consciously. From this place, we can use treatment methods to encompass all levels of being to promote transformation in a meaningful and lasting way. We've all experienced pain of some kind in our lives. From headaches to heartbreaks, it is part of the human experience. Pain can be acute or chronic in nature, and the standard course of treatment is to alleviate and eliminate it in order to bring forward peace, calm, and relaxation. We tend to treat pain like a nuisance or unwelcomed visitor, waiting until it departs or taking medication to make it more tolerable so that we can get on with life. Pushing through pain, distracting yourself from it, or ignoring it, hoping it will get better on its own, will only make the issue chronic, making it more difficult to release. The World Health Organization cites that about 296 million people report some sort of pain that they need medication for. And among these are 60 million people that use opioids, which is a stronger class of painkillers used when over-the-counter medications aren't enough. My heart breaks a little to hear how many people are living in pain in this world. From an emotional pain perspective, the World Health Organization estimates that 970 million people worldwide are living with anxiety and depression. The silver lining of this storm cloud is that there are now more awareness on mental health, additional services, and less stigma around it. Medication is often used to lessen the intensity of the emotions to lessen the pain. I believe in a complementary approach to healthcare, where prescription medication can be used in conjunction with natural and holistic modalities for the best outcome. And if the ever-increasing number of prescriptions written per year is an indicator, we need to do more to address physical and emotional pain. Holistic therapies allow us to do this and dive more deeply into what is behind the pain to address the source of the issue. This is where a holistic or whole person approach begins to show its true value. When we look at an issue across all levels of being of the body matrix, like with the consciousness medicine work, we can identify the underlying and related causes of pain and treat these in a way that alleviates and eliminates the pain for good. For example, physical pain is also a reflection of the disturbance in the energy body, and the emotional pain can be caused by ancestral entanglements to the pain held in our family soul. Through a holistic view, we can connect with the wisdom the pain offers so that we can understand its message, incorporate its teachings, and grow stronger in the adversity it creates. Pain is our body matrix's way of trying to get our attention, to alert us to the fact that something is going on and it's not working to support overall health and well-being. It can also be an indicator of a past emotional scar, physical injury, or infection that has come to the surface for healing. From this perspective, pain becomes a gift where the value must be uncovered for it to be fully received. So the first thing to do when you experience pain is to appreciate it as an important message and treat it as that. Get quiet and connect with your body temple in a loving, grateful, and supportive way to ask what this pain is trying to tell you. In my clinical experience, physical pain is nearly always a message that the body is crying out for rest, recovery, and rejuvenation. It can also be an indicator of illness or disease, which develops when our system is depleted and unable to hold the life force energy it needs. If we don't listen to this message, the pain or illness, and push through or distract from the pain, it will increase as the body turns up the volume on the message. The messages you need will never pass you by, including the message that pain has for you. It's important to note here that we're not asking why there is pain. Asking why only creates more of the issue so that we can understand it. The question you want to ask instead are something like, what does my body need that I am not giving it? What adjustments can I make to help me get the rest and recovery I need? How can I become more aware of the wisdom of this pain? What good things is it trying to bring me? If all is in divine order, how does this challenge help me grow? What strengths can I build in myself to overcome this challenge? Rest and recovery are essential to treat pain, and the third component, rejuvenation, is the key to creating a pain-free experience in life. Our body matrix needs regular input of pure source energy to run at its full potential. It also needs to be able to hold and recirculate this energy in a way that regenerates and rejuvenates all the systems. What fills your life force energy tank? Most people say things like time in nature, spending time with loved ones, laughter, creativity, taking an adventure, reaching a goal, and creating fulfilling experiences. By keeping our life force energy tank full, we help to keep our physical and emotional bodies energized so that we do not need to create pain or illness to force rest. Take a moment now to think of all the ways you feel fulfilled in life. Think of several answers, as relying too heavily on one source is unhealthy and unsustainable. With this list of life force energy generators, consciously add these to your daily life so that you have a steady influx of life force energy that you can sustain. Then allow yourself to hold this in your field so that you can rejuvenate any tired, weak, or fragile parts. The body must feed with pure frequencies of life force regularly to be able to hold, recirculate, and regenerate its power to stay healthy on all levels of being. Emotional pain indicates old patterns rising to the surface for healing. Everything happens to serve our greatest good. So heightened emotions are ways that our system is letting us know there is a trigger from the past that is ready to be unwired so that we can progress on the personal growth path. How is this emotional unrest making you stronger? What is it teaching you? If you are creating it and it is in divine order, what is its message for you? Is it showing you unresolved emotions from the past? Is it trying to let you know the situation that you are in is no longer serving your happiest self and it's time for a change? Is it asking you to connect to the support of a trained therapist to hold space for you to go more deeply and embody your essence fully? Once you begin to connect to the pain with unconditional love, respect, and compassion, you will be able to hear the wisdom it brings to you and empower you to seek a treatment that will not just lessen symptoms, but will lead you to the source of it and allow for true transformation. I'll now take you through a holistic approach using consciousness medicine to treat pain, to give you some ideas for places to look within yourself to alleviate a pain state that you may be experiencing. I recently treated a case of sciatica, a debilitating nerve pain due to impingement of the sciatic nerves. They had been receiving treatments like osteopathy, acupuncture, and physiotherapy to help release the nerve impingement. After weeks of regular treatment, however, it was making little to no difference, which is how they found their way to me, to bring a more holistic perspective. Sciatic pain can be caused by a variety of physical components, like tight muscles or disc issues like herniations or degenerations. It can also be caused by inflammation in the lower intestines that can affect the nerve pathways. When I mentioned this to the client, they said they had indeed picked up a digestive parasite from their recent travels. As a naturopath, I recommended natural treatments such as grapefruit seed extract as an antimicrobial, milk thistle to support the liver and its elimination of the parasites, pre- and probiotics to build normal digestive flora, and castor oil packs on the sciatic nerve, lower intestines, and liver to reduce inflammation and promote healing to the affected areas. I then turned my view to the energy body to clear disturbances and balance the solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras. These energy centers coincide with the regions of the body where pain was present. Empowerment, boundaries, flexibility, and safety are all positive traits of these energy centers. Loss of mobility, digestive issues, anxiety, and rigid thinking are all traits of the imbalance of these energy centers. Clearing, balancing, and connecting the chakras along the central channel of energy helped open up the energy body's flow to support the healing of digestion and the sciatic nerve pain. The client had instant relief of their pain. I then work with the experiences in their childhood from the ages of birth to 12 years old when the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras are forming. Any old injury or trauma to the areas, especially during the age range when they are coming online, will affect the ability of the chakra to supply essential life force energies needed for health and well-being. Next, I turned my attention to the ancestral entanglements that could cause the pain in the ancestral body. As the pain was in the pelvis and the lower digestion on the left side of the body, my focus went to healing any ancestral wounds on the feminine line. The left side of the body corresponds to the feminine, receiving, and the yin aspects of being. I use the movements of the family soul, family constellation approach I've developed to release the entanglements to the pain of the past that was manifesting pain in their body, and the pain lessened again. I then turned my attention to the parasites as a metaphor for the types of relationships this person has. As it turns out, their relationships often made them feel taken advantage of, over-responsible for others, and tended to attract the takers rather than the givers. This sounds a lot like parasite energy. The client indicated they're currently working on improving their relationships and were letting go of people who could not meet them in equanimity. This led to working on some childhood patterns of codependence, people-pleasing, and the rescuer archetype to revise limiting beliefs to more empowering ones. And the pain continued to lessen. Eventually, after working to release the patterns of disturbance on the ancestral, emotional, and energetic bodies, the physical body was more supported in its healing process. The pain and infection lessened to a degree that natural remedies were now enough to support full healing. Emotional pain is more complex but follows the same structure. That pain is an indicator that the body matrix is trying to get your attention to heal old hurt or trauma. Overwhelming emotions, like those associated with anxiety and depression, are often related to carrying the burden emotionally for your ancestral past. The family constellation work is a powerful tool to allow the emotional burden to be set down so that the emotional pain is no longer debilitating. I also work with the NLP timeline therapy to look at and revise childhood imprints, limiting beliefs, and old identity structures, to revise them to support mental health, happiness, support, and self-love. The energy body is then cleared, balanced, and aligned to be able to receive life force energies to replenish the body matrix. This helps connect the spiritual body to a higher frequency of joy, love, and harmony that is essential to let go of emotional pain. I then like to support the physical body with nutrients it may be depleted in that can support emotional well-being. Thank you for listening today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please visit my website, www.consciousness-medicine.com, to find out about all my offerings, including my upcoming Family Constellation Weekend Retreat, one-to-one session, and on-demand programs. You can sign up for my e-newsletter and stay connected on social media from the links on the homepage.